Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. As you can see, we are once again joined by the man that is the one, the only, the balloon celebrity that is Mr. Chris Horne from Hamscon. I'm sorry, it's going to get bigger every time.
It's getting a bit silly, this.
Anyway, Chris Horne's back. Chris, hello.
Hello,
Thank you
Greg.
for coming.
You're welcome. Right, so the high float's here in the centre, or roughly in the centre of the balloon, and then we need to spread it, and it needs to be spread nice and evenly across the whole internal surface of the balloon. The best way of doing that, I've found, is to use a squeegee.
So you wouldn't want to just scrunch it all up?
No, because you get all the blobs and streaks and everything. So if you use a squeegee, you can spread it out and it stays nice and clear. So all the way around, pulling it out from the centre towards the edge, and then go all the way around the edge, and do your very best to make sure you haven't missed a bit, because obviously if you've missed a bit, then the confetti or the glitter or whatever it is that you're putting in there isn't going to stick.
So there'll be a gap.
Yeah, and try also to avoid putting it into the neck. But spread it around nice and
How do you know when you've covered
evenly.
everywhere? Because now that just looks clear to me.
Yeah, and that's kind of the secret. Because if there is a bare bit, it's a slightly different colour.
Okay.
Not so clear. What you can do is obviously hold it up and peer through it, and you should be able to see any bits that have been missed. And then the other sort of fail-safe is if you inflate it a little bit, when the two halves peel apart, you should then be able to see any bald bits, any missed pieces. So we'll just try that.
But if you're not sure, just keep on doing it for a bit longer.
Yeah, just keep going. But you obviously don't want to spend half an hour doing it, because then any profit that you might make out of the design's gone out the window. But let's just huff that up a bit and have a look.
Oh yeah.
And you would see very clearly any pieces that didn't have high float. What I have seen is that it's actually quite thick here.
Yeah.
So it might be worth just spreading that a bit thinner. Just pull it a bit further up into the middle. Okay, that should be fine. So I'm now going to inflate the balloon again, just you could do it with air for the moment. This little label here.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie the balloon afterwards.
Okay.
So this will get in the way. So I'm going to take it off. It just peels off ever so easily.
That's just a little adhesive label that says...
It's got the brand on it.
Put your glasses on.
Right, so open the balloon with a little bit of air. You get your balloon neck stretching tool and put it in like so. And then there's something else I should have done in advance but didn't. So I'll get you to tackle that one.
Okay.
I didn't open the confetti.
Okay, I can open the confetti. So how much confetti do we
I'm
put in?
going to use half that packet. It's a 50-gram pack of
Actually,
metallic confetti. Yeah, just cut it in half.
That could go horribly wrong.
50-gram pack of metallic confetti. Inflated to 22 inches, a Crystal Clearz balloon will lift about 85 grams. I'm probably not going to push it all the way to 22.
Chris, I'm incompetent even just opening some confetti. Do you want me to
just chuck it in? So that's about half. That'll be fine. Throw it in there.
You don't want this?
You can put it in if you like. Oh, see, I've dropped it as
I'm going
well.
to have to put it in there.
Yeah, between the two of us, we're doing ever so well.
This is take 17 as well.
So I put roughly half the pack, so round about 25 to 30 grams of confetti in there. Okay, now we inflate it, this time with helium because we do want it to fly. I'm going to use the
really
gas to throw it around a little bit. I'm only taking it to where the wrinkles have disappeared, because now I can shake it and pat it to spread the confetti as evenly as I can.
So what colour is this? The light pink?
This is the dark pink.
That's really nice.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because whilst it's pink, behind us you can see it's definitely pink.
Yeah.
But when you put it with rose gold, it becomes rose gold.
Yeah, that's lovely.
So I've put the rose gold confetti inside the dark pink Clearz. Now, as we inflate it more, the confetti that is stuck will just spread further and further and further apart, so it will stay evenly spread. Any loose bits you can direct to fill in any gaps, and then they'll stick where they touch. Go carefully. Crystal Clearz are very strong and they're not easily pierced, but they are easily cut. So the edge of these discs, if they're whizzing round too fast, could slice the balloon open. So just go carefully. Okay, there is some confusion over these as to how big they are.
Yeah.
Because there is only one size of product. All the balloons are the same size, but they come out of the packet, but you can inflate them to all different sizes.
So all these balloons behind us are all exactly the same balloon, effectively,
they
just
are
different
indeed.
colours, but inflated to different sizes.
So it's a very stretchy material.
Yeah.
You can liken it, I suppose, to the way a latex balloon behaves. It's quite small to start with, but you can make it any size you like.
Yeah.
And these do exactly the same.
Okay.
So let's take it out of the packet. And the first thing I will sort of mention is the fact that these do have a valve. So it does make it really, really easy for relatively simple balloon work. If you could put clusters underneath them or a bow or something like that, then the valve makes it really simple. So we'll insert the inflator. Just another little quick tip here. The valve, because it's in a clear balloon, sometimes be difficult to find the way in.
Yeah.
So if you just get it between your finger and thumb and just do that,
okay.
then that will open it.
So it's little tips like that you might not get from the packet.
Yeah.
That's just how to. Yeah, that's really great.
You know, I've seen people get really, really frustrated not being able to find their way in. So just a little, and it will open it up.
Brilliant.
Okay, so I've got the sliding size set to 22 inches, which is the maximum I'd recommend.
Yeah.
You can do bigger, but you do need nerves of steel, and they are a bit fragile at that point. So I think 22 inches is enough. We'll start off inflating, and you'll notice that the creases all disappear and it becomes spherical. That's around about 14 inches. Wouldn't recommend that for helium filling.
Okay.
It will fly, but not for very long. It's just too small. Yeah. But if you're going to do an air-filled centrepiece and you want that at the base of it, then it's fine at 14 inches. But 18 inches, the size of the blue one behind us, is the minimum I recommend for helium.
Okay.
And then anything in between.
Yeah.
So we've got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'll take this one up to 22, just so you can see how it behaves. Just keep going. Size it from seam to seam.
Okay.
Not from front to back.
Yeah.
Because you'll notice that it's actually wider this way than that way at this point.
So it's not spherical to start with?
Not to start with, but within about 20 minutes, half an hour, it will be spherical.
Okay.
But size it sideways like this. And there we go. Yeah. 22 inches. Do be a little bit careful of sharp objects. They don't pierce that easily. They're really quite strong, but they will slice. You can cut them.
So if you've got fingernails, a jagged fingernail or something like that, I remember you saying you'd done that before.
Yeah, I have. I've torn it with a fingernail or the edge of the table or something. Just be aware of sharp objects. It's a balloon after all, but they're more susceptible to cutting than they are piercing. So yeah, it's definitely, half an inch less wide that way than it is that way. But within half an hour, say, it will become spherical.
So always do
just
it.
Tie it off.
Seam to seam.
Seam to seam.
And to get the nozzle of the helium valve in there, you just rub it.
Yeah, little twist, and there we go. So you've got 5 colours behind us and the clear one, and that then will give you all the variations you need. Okay, so now what we need to do is to open the bottom of the balloon. The minimum amount you can, because we do need to fit it into the heat sealer. Yeah. But big enough to be able to squeeze the bear through without ripping the balloon. So it's all. Okay. We'll see if that's enough.
That looks like quite a small opening to me.
It is quite small. I'm hoping that there's enough stretch. Okay, come on then. Sorry about this. I'm going to apologise to her beforehand because I don't think this is going to be pleasant for her. But look, squeeze it, get her nose in, head's in there, one arm, other arm.
You don't want to do this in front of children, do you?
No, I think
Because they would be traumatised.
It could distress them somewhat. But if you can use the Clearz to stuff, then obviously it gives you an alternative to latex. It'll never take the place of, but it's just sorry, bear.
You've got plenty of room there, though.
I think so. I think we're all right. Now, obviously, what we've done is distort the shape of the balloon a little bit, but we should be able to get that into the sealer. You can assist if you like. I'm going to get that in there, and we need to make sure that it goes all the way across. If not, we'll check it before.
Okay.
So if you could push it down and then hold it.
Okay.
So I've got the sealer on about 4. Press it down and then let the seal time to cool. It'll do. That's fine. And then we shouldn't end up with it melting the balloon or anything else. We've got a nice seal across there. Has it gone right off the end? It appears to have done that end. This end's a bit messy. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Okay.
So now she'll like this. This will be quite a relief for her, I think.
Breathe.
Yes. So we'll end up with a square seal across the bottom. Doesn't matter because that's going on the bottom of the balloon. We're not going to see it. Be a bit gentle, a bit careful. I think we managed to get away with that one.
All right, cool.
So I want to put some confetti in there as well. Now, when I'm confident about it with the smaller bear, I will throw the confetti in through the opening at the same time. But because I wasn't sure whether this would go to work or not, I didn't want to A, waste the confetti, or B, cause a big mess. I dropped them on the floor down here. Sorry, quick, bend out of the way. Right, balloon stretching tool, white confetti. We'll just throw a bunch of that. As we're not helium inflating or flying it, then you can put a jolly good handful in there so that it just sort of settles around the base of the bear. There we go. Come on, good wodge.
All right.
You could put feathers in there, you could put tulle in there, you could put 5-inch feathers. Yeah, go on, one more.
Okay.
Anything you like, just to, thank you, so that the bear isn't quite so lonely in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll inflate it for her again. Now this is the point where you can manipulate it a bit so that she's sitting in the right place. Because at the moment she's off to one side, but I just sort of, there we go, she should sit more, a bit straighter now. Confetti will all fly about. Come on. Ooh, now she's moved again. Actually, come on, roll her around. It's better than Alton Towers, this, you know. People pay money for this.
I'm not sure they would.
What I did with the previous, I mean, I'm trying to make her sit up, but I don't actually know why. Because the one that I did that I was happiest with, and I think I may end up doing it, was lying in the bottom of the balloon like that.
Yeah. So how big would you take this? Would you take it all the way?
No, I don't think so. This is going to be a gift for somebody. So I think probably that's almost big enough.
Okay.
You need enough room for the bear not to look ridiculously constricted.
Yeah.
But small enough to make it a reasonable gift that somebody can transport somewhere.
Yeah.
So if it's gone right up to 22 inches, they might have a bit of difficulty getting it in the car. Secret weapon is...
I love it when I don't know what you're going to do. Genuinely don't know what you're going to do.
A bit of cardboard.
Oh, I see.
And I'm going to wrap the flower in the cardboard, which will help us push it into the balloon.
Okay.
So I've cut the stem of the peony really short, but it still leaves a little wire stub, so a little bit of stretchy balloon tape, just a little square over the end to protect the balloon from that spike that's in there. Right, now need about 4 hands. I can do it by myself. I have done it by myself. I'll attempt it by myself because a lot of people watching will probably have to try it on their own as well.
All right, fair enough.
If I can't do it, I will enlist your assistance. So I'm pushing the prongs of the stretching tool well inside the balloon so that we get a really good opening, as wide as possible. Having got that in there like that, I'll just rest it there, squash this up small, roll it up in here as tight as I can, open up my balloon again and post that in there. See, can be done. Now all goes inside.
What, including the cardboard?
Yep. Then I can shake the flower out, and then I can get the cardboard out again, just roll it up and post it back out through the neck of the balloon.
See. Could you just poke it down through the card?
Probably. That was the way I did it the first time and it worked, so I did it again.
Fair enough.
But yes, you probably could. I also use that method of cardboard. If I want, sometimes you see the clear balloons with a spray of gypsophila or something inside it, a very delicate, fluffy baby's breath. If you roll that up into a piece of paper, push it in, and then pull the paper back, and the flower opens up, and you're not going to be damaging the flower at all. Now, there's been a slight tear on there, but it should be fine. I also want to add a bit of gold confetti. So this is your bigger confetti, and I'll just
25mm stuff. We've got bigger stuff than that. We've got 50mm stuff.
Oh, sorry, that's the medium confetti.
Yeah.
Then. Have you got the smaller one as well?
We have, yeah.
Wow. Such a range of stuff, Greg.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
We keep adding. That's why we've run out of space, Chris.
Need a bigger place.
Well, we're working on it.
Exciting that will be. So I'm going to throw a few of those in there, not too many, but I just want some.
Okay.
Add a little bit of gold, because obviously the marble, which is going to fly above it, has that beautiful gold streak. Yeah. And we need to pick up on that so that it shows. Right, let's inflate this balloon now, and hopefully, let's get a little bit of ribbon to tie it off with. Ribbon, modelling balloon, 260, anything like, but ribbon is to hand. About there should do it. Spin it round. Crystal Clearz are notorious for not picking up the static much, but I'm going to try. I don't want a lot, but I would just like it if a few of these bits of confetti stuck around the balloon. So I'm going to try.
Have you figured out the physics behind why fingerprints don't go on them?
No, I really haven't.
It's one of the great benefits of those, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I still can't get much. A little bit. The test run that I did with this, and I'm admitting to doing a test run here, I don't usually. Oh, there we go. I used the small confetti, and I did get a few of those stuck. But anyway, just a little bit, that's all we need. Yeah. And I'm leaving it more or less at that.
Chris, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you next time. Bye.